when you got a little something on your face. Just a little bit. Oh, don't be sad about it. It's okay. You look beautiful.
Clearing the space because today is a very important video. We are going to be reading fan fiction today, which I'm actually really excited about. And while this is a story that progressively gets chaotic and a little silly, which is why we love it, we're entertained by it, I just want to say thank you to everyone. I'm flattered if you write fan fiction about us, whether it's meant to be serious or fiction. The fact that you take time to do that, we appreciate it. So I don't want it to seem like we're like making fun of it. We genuinely find it entertaining and fun to read. That's a little disclaimer. Are you looking at me like that?
I just like that you pull out the fan fiction. The one day I decide to sit down and read.
You're reading your fan fiction.
Technically, all works of fiction are fan fiction, if you think about it. Because you're a fan of whatever the setting, the story, or whatnot is.
Okay, so we're gonna be reading this story today. This story is called The Beginning. So sit back, relax, we have a candle going.
And some scissors that we used to cut the nasty part of the wick off before we light the candle.
Oh, you did that this time?
No, I didn't, but that's why it's there.
I was gonna be impressed.
And my ring. I was washing dishes.
Don't worry about that. This is to set the mood, the candle. Okay, here we go. Jessii, Jessii, Jessii. The voices whisper. A pale woman with long dark hair walks down a narrow corridor. She stops listening to the voices. Jessii, you hear? Jessii, Jessii. Suddenly, the woman becomes incredibly scared. She bolts for the end of the corridor. Finally, she reaches a door at the end. But just as she touches it, the handle melts as well as the floor and the walls of the dream that she's in. I gasp and reach out my hand. This is supposed to be in my point of view, by the way. I feel comforted when Ty's fingers lock around mine. Jessii, are you okay? Did you have another? I'm fine. I feel kind of embarrassed. I know I shouldn't. I've been having nightmares for months now, and Ty's never made fun of me. Something about this dream unsettled me worse than others, even though I've woken up crying before. I like to have breakfast before Ty, so I don't have to pretend to eat in front of him. A cold feeling washes over me when I open the fridge. I reach in, grabbing what Ty thinks is my fruit punch, but it's actually blood. Normally, I would make my way to the living room, sit on the love seat, and watch a little TV while I drink my breakfast. But I'm so thirsty, I chug it straight out of the pitcher. Speaking of blood, I rush to the washroom to check if my period came yet. The one thing I don't really like about being a vampire is blood. It's strange to see a cut on your elbow, and to think about how delicious it would taste. But that's not half as weird as being on your period, as you know. I look down and see that my period has not started. I wonder why I'm late. It's normally on time. This is the scariest part of the story. Now, this is in Ty's point of view. It switches over. Maybe you should read it. You should read it. It's your point of view. You gotta go over there because that's where the story time is.
But I'm also the tripod. How are we gonna do this?
I will hold it.
They spelled my name wrong. It's D-Y-E. That is my only gripe with this story. Spell my name right. It's always the people who apologize about spelling my name are the ones that are spelling it right. All right then. Me and Jessii decide to go on a walk. I think this might be a good time to ask her something. Jessii, are you a vampire?
Get right to it.
And in Jessie's perspective, yes. And I'm pregnant. Coolio, so you want to marry me? Sure. I want to name her kid Hoyt. No. Yes. No. Yes. Fine. And that's the end of my part. You crushed my book!
Sorry! Jessii gives birth. Then a ghost steals her baby. Don't take my baby, says Ty. Ty runs after the ghost but gets knocked out because he ran into a wall. Ty dies. Jessii cries. Then Jessii sprouts black wings from her back. Jessii jumps out of the window and races after the ghost. Jessii quickly catches up to the ghost. She swoops down and grabs the baby. Then she throws a cross on the ghost. I got a little nervous there. And he melts into the ground screaming. Once Jessii returns to the hospital bed, cradling her baby, the doctors all stare at the fear and amazement. The end.
I'm just dead on the floor and nobody cares.
Wasn't that amazing?
That escalated quite quickly.
It went from like such a like creepy story with the dream and like me waking up and mysteriously getting blood from the fridge. And then it just went to pure chaos and I love it.
I will say, they were accurate. I do say Coolio.
Yeah, you have weird words that you say.
There are some inaccuracies though. When you tell me your nightmares, I do laugh.
You do?
I do, because they're usually quite ridiculous.
Yes.
If it was being chased by a spooky lady down a hallway that starts melting, I will admit, I would probably say, are you okay? But then I'd ask, you know, were they talking like this maybe?
You should have a voice like this.
Yes. Have a little bit of a poking fun at you moment. It's fun. Your nightmares are quite ridiculous.
They're actually quite scary.
In your perspective. In mine, they're hilarious.
Anyway, I rate this story 10 out of 10 for entertainment. It was really good. And if you guys have ever made a fan fiction and you want me to read it, DM me. Send it to me and we'll read another one. Anyway, we have things to do. Goodbye. Okay, next day now. Currently in front of my backdrop like I'm filming a regular video. I wanted to mention, in case you have not seen yet, we are starting to do weekly auctions on our Jessii Vee website, and it's gonna be for products that you've seen us unbox on the vlog channel, like the actual items that we have touched and tested out. They're gonna be auctioned every single week, and all proceeds are gonna go towards our Yana program, because our Yana Foundation needs a lot more funding to do the really awesome things that we wanna do. And so I think these auctions would really help. And it's cool because you're donating to a good cause, and you're also getting an awesome item that I've talked about on my main channel and that we have unboxed on the vlog channel. So the current item up for grabs right now is the Barbie Super Talking Phone. So we're gonna put a link down below in the description for you. The auction only has a few days left. So if you would like it and you would like to place a bid, link down below. What are you doing?
Promise you won't be mad.
What are you doing?
I think we should play this. This is one board game.
That's all one game.
Yeah, I've been waiting for about 2.5 years for this.
That's a lot.
This is only half of it. You and I are gonna learn this. And we're gonna have a great old time.
This is like 4 days of instructions, it looks like.
Probably more.
More?
Probably. So, core set 1, core set 2, we have expansion. We have another expansion that was exclusive to Kickstarter. Another expansion, and the biggest expansion.
I feel like I'm gonna run away.
Oh no. Look how cool this stuff is though. Apologies everybody, I know. This is an odd way to end off the vlog, but I'm nerding out a little bit.
Okay,
like,
that is cool though.
Like, come on.
That is pretty cool.
It's missing its tail because it's kind of stuck in here. It doesn't want to come out.
You call him Stubby.
Could call him Studdy. Studdy.
Well, when his tail's on, he's a studdy.
Oh, yeah. Like, come on. You wouldn't want to play a game that just has that?
If you paint it, it would be really cool.
Oh, we're gonna paint them. We're gonna have to paint all of these. Each of these boxes have like their own little creature in them or their own little tiny minis. There is one thing that I personally think you'll quite enjoy. This is gonna take a second.
The suspense.
You know, just the extra rule books. Apologies, that's the wrong one.
Oh, babe. Okay, suspenseful music again.
This one's a lot less heavy, so it's taking a little longer.
Anytime now.
It's a pig in pajamas.
A pig in a blanket.
Pig in a onesie.
Very cute.
I'll name him Kevin Bacon or Chris P. Bacon. There's a lot of bacon puns when it comes to naming a pig, I must admit. We're not sponsored by this anyway, I was just really excited.
Yeah, we just got this.
Yeah, you rolled your eyes quite significantly when you saw the full-size boxes.
It's a lot.
You knew something scary.
It's a lot.
Was coming.
I don't know if I can handle this.
Oh, I think you can.
Anyways, guys, I hope you
There's
enjoyed.
only 3,000 cards, okay? Only 3,000.
Hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you for the fan fictions, and love you guys very much. Auction down below, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye!
This is when I just drop this thing and I'm gonna cry. Don't sit there looking at me expectantly.
Say goodbye!
No!